Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Micro Investor, where we do technical analysis, price predictions on many different cryptocurrencies every single day. Now, in this video, we're going to be talking about Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is making some pretty nice moves at this particular moment. Now, over the last 24 hours, Bitcoin is up more than 3.5% and over 6.5% over these last 7 days. Now, we also have Ethereum on the move, and all the altcoins are following behind. And this is all driving up the entire crypto market cap, which over the last day, the entire global crypto market cap is up about 2.85%. Now we're looking over at Bitcoin on the daily chart here at the moment, and what it's attempting to do is it's attempting to pump through the 618 Fibonacci level, which is at a price at around $20,500. So it's seeing some resistance on its attempt, but we are making some progress right now on this move. Now, many people are worried that Bitcoin hasn't hit the bottom yet, and that's still up in the air right now, but it is always nice to see some price pumping with Bitcoin. So this is our bull market support band, and we're continuing to trade sideways. So as the bull market support band comes down, Bitcoin is getting closer and closer to being within it, since the price of Bitcoin has not managed to reach a new bottom from where it had been at back in the middle of June. So it's made multiple attempts, but it hasn't succeeded dropping any lower. And so any move to the upside could eventually get us to some sort of a breakout. And to really validate that, we'd have to get higher than where the price of Bitcoin was back in mid-August at a price that was above $25,000. But the bull market support band to get on the other side of that right now is at a price just under $25,000. So there's not really much price movements that Bitcoin really needs to do to be able to get on the other side of that and then see some possible breakout potential. And as we're seeing many other cryptocurrencies already getting on the other side of the bull market support band, like XRP and Quant, and they're showing a lot of price movements to the upside after they have surpassed it, Bitcoin could also see the same fate. Now, obviously, this bull market support band is just a tool, and right now it's acting more as a bear market resistance band, but it would be very nice to see Bitcoin get on the other side of that and see that possibility that there's going to be more price movements. Now, let's look over at our moving averages, where Bitcoin's also working its way up to that 50-day moving average, and that's also an area that we're having resistance at. Now, we can expect a bit more resistance at this 50-day moving average because it's also within our Fibonacci level that we're trying to get over at that price of $20,500. So a little bit of extra whammy right there at that price. Now I'm going to analyze Bitcoin a bit more here in a minute, but we have to throw out a bearish possibility first before we just go completely bullish. So there is that possibility that we did not reach the bottom yet with Bitcoin, and we could be within a WXY pattern where we had reached that 52-week low. We had a 5 impulse to the upside, and now we're still working on a possible 5-way impulse to the downside, and that would be within this Y wave here. That would be a bit lower than where we were at the 52-week low. So that would be if we have gone down in a wave 1, gone up in a wave 2, come down in a wave 3, going up in a wave 4, and then we're going to come down in a wave 5 over by where this Y line is. So that's one scenario. But of course, I'm bullish and optimistic. So instead, I'm going to look at things a bit differently and say that there's been so much manipulation within the price, and a lot of the selling off of Bitcoin had other factors that had involved it. So looking at things now and looking at the possibility that we did reach a new wave impulse here, and looking at it as being something like this, how we had come down in a wave A, gone up in a wave B, and then we just recently had a wave C, and now we're working on a new impulse to the upside. So we can look at it being a 5-3, and then hopefully have a 5 impulse to the upside from here. So if this is the start of things trending upwards to the upside, then how things are going to be playing out will be something very similar to this. And then that would be as we reach that 52-week low, that's the start of our new wave 1. So wave 1 will go up into that 5th wave impulse, or the X wave that we had. And then we had come down in a wave 2 over where we had the A, B, C correction. And then as we have this new correction in the works right now, this is that start of us turning around within our wave 3. And this is that impulse that I think is going to be much larger and one that can really go back and regain a lot of Bitcoin's price. And this will take us up into a price possibly around $30,000 or more. And that's why I got this rocket ship here. So there's that possibility. This is going to possibly take us into the month of November, somewhere around there. And that's if we're hoping to have a really big October and really kick off November. Now we'll probably have a little bit of a correction. We'll come down within another ABC corrective wave series. And then from there, we'll have possibly a really nice wave 5 that is going to go into 2023. So, I mean, do keep that in mind. I'm not talking about this all completing this year. We can't just think that that's going to be a possibility. We have to look at it with a much larger outlook. And of course, that taking Bitcoin some time within 2023. And that could be a possibility how things would retrace. I mean, we'd probably see our wave 4 come down a bit more. But anyways, this is what I'm thinking that we can more than likely be seeing with Bitcoin if all goes well. If we do for sure manage to see Bitcoin correct and go back and go to a price around $25,000 or above $25,000, we're probably going to see a much larger breakout with Bitcoin from that point. And that's where we're going to see a lot of this momentum really start to come in and possibly take Bitcoin up around 30,000 within a wave 3. Come down wave 4, wave 5. So that's where I'm at. That's what I'm thinking. I know that many people out there are very bearish still, but looking at things, we've been very bearish for a while here. And I think that any sort of turnaround within the whole financial situation that's currently going on, that's affecting everything, that's going to see some sort of quick reaction with Bitcoin to some level. Not saying that Bitcoin's going to go back and retrace its all-time highs anytime soon, but it's going to put it back into some sort of level, possibly where it was at back in March or April of this year. So there's that possibility. Maybe we'll have 5 waves retracing the whole first quarter of this year. And that's how we'll end things. We had the second and third quarter very bearish, this fourth quarter bullish. So anyways, that's what I'm thinking. I'd like to hear your thoughts and opinions about this. What do you guys think? So please like, share, comment, subscribe. New content coming out all the time. I'm going to be jumping on the next cryptocurrency topic right now. See you in the next one.